So there's going to be two different types of loans that you have. You either have a federal student loan that's backed by the government, or you're going to have a private student loan that is funded through one of the private corporations or a private lender. With the federally backed student loans, they actually pause the payments from March 3rd to September 30th. And then on the private side, they don't automatically pause your student loan payments. So you would need to call them, and every lender is going to be a little bit different. But you're going to want to call them, see what flexible payment options they have. Most lenders will probably give you about 3 to 12 months, if not longer. One of the big differences is the interest that you're being charged. Through the federal loans, it's interest rate free. On the private side, they're going to accrue that interest, so they'll probably just add it to the loan. Everybody's different, but I would say if you haven't lost your job, one of the biggest things that we like to practice with our clients is making sure that you have a solid financial plan, which means having the first part of that plan is having 6 months of reserves in the savings account for your basic living expenses. We're in very uncertain times, so nobody knows what's going to happen. So if you don't have that safety net built up, I would take advantage of that and stop making your payments, and then make sure that you build up your cash reserve just for a rainy day fund. Regardless of what side of the aisle you fall on, is they want some type of stimulus package to happen. It's just, when is it going to happen, right? So is it at the end of the month, or is it going to be a couple weeks after? If that stuff doesn't happen, you really need to start looking at all of your expenses that you have on a monthly basis and kick out all of your non-essential items. So if you do get a pay cut, or if you do have to continue to make payments on your loans, you just want to make sure that your expenses, your outflows that you're having, is just as low as possible. I would definitely get ahead of it and call them, even if it's not something that you need necessarily right now. It's a lot easier to make decisions if you know your options ahead of time. So that way, when you get put into the eye of the storm, you already know what your options are, and you can make quicker, better decisions because you're going to be more informed rather than scrambling. Now is a great time to kind of relook at your finances and make sure that you have a strong financial plan and that you're saving for the future. These type of recessions, if that we're currently in right now, these are cyclical. So these happen, every 7 to 10 years, or sometimes they're longer, sometimes they're shorter. Nobody has a crystal ball. So you got to make sure that you have your affairs in order. Use this as a learning experience and just say, okay, well, this is the reason why it's important to have 6 months of expenses in a savings account, and make sure that you're saving for the future and things like that, and maybe cutting out some of the non-essential stuff that you don't need to save for your future.